detected.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. I did not expect to get that, but I'm not gonna complain. Okay. Climbing up higher. Where to next? Alright. Not sure. I see one over there.
Extraction complete.
Oh, when is this gonna end?
Acquired.
Whew. Okay. Alright, what did I miss? Ah, here we are.
Research base entrance ahead.
Ooh, did we finally make it?
Extraction complete.
Research base entrance. Cool. Finally. We got a little bit of action coming. Medical station. Ah, we'll be fine. Whoa. Oh boy. Huh. Where is everybody? Dr. Casey's log number 1. We have detected a site of incredible significance located beneath a volcano. The unpredictable terrain will make retrieval of any data extremely hazardous. I just stole a credit just from a good doctor. The child went missing. But is it dead or alive is the question. Huh. What's going on here?
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs. I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
Open sesame. Show me all your secrets. Anything else that I'm just missing? A whole lot of lava. Whoa! Whoa. Oh boy.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
Oh, great.
We have to go, now!
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins.
There's no timer, though.
This must remain a secret at all costs.
Gotta get out, gotta get out. Oh boy, back to the. Woo! Just in time. Oh my. We gotta get off of the planet too. Boosters don't fail me now. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is exciting. And there's no timer though. That's kind of disappointing. There's still a bunch of research. Must get research. I'm like, I know that, you know, my life is at stake, but research, knowledge. Whoa! Getting really hard to see when this. Nice. Beautiful. Your timing is always impeccable, Joker. Still no sign of Dr. Casey. Ah. We're gonna have to buff up those floors now. Exciting. Data recovered from research station. Dr. Casey's location discovered. Landing party extracted from volcano. Oh, we did find Dr. Casey's. Hooray! Just as I thought when you get to the last one. Problem is, I don't know where the last planet is. Is there a tiny one that I'm not seeing right now? It's gotta be something super tiny. Like over here. Yes. Sakata, a large Venusian hothouse. Sakata's rough weather, an active magnetosphere, has a reputation for confounding or destroying space probes launched to investigate it. Oh, so I shouldn't probe this thing. What has been discovered is that its dense atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and sodium, and its surface lime. And its magnetosphere suggests an iron-rich core, but its heavy gravity precludes most development. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 11,672 kilometers, day length 35.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 13.68 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 374 Celsius, surface gravity 3.5 G.
We have used half our fuel.
That's fine. I'm determined to explore this entire galaxy. This is a large system. An eyesore. This is such an eyesore. Sheer, a remote rock planet capped in ice. Sheer has been exploited by Arvunin corporations for its minerals. Home to gold veins, which are used in spaceship shielding as well as jewelry, and cobalt deposits used in high tensile alloys. Sheer shows no sign of being exhausted by any time soon. A light gravity helps the planetary exportation process keep the planetary exportation process cheap. Orbital distance 20 AU, orbital period 89.7 Earth years, radius 4,900 kilometers, day length 31 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature -185 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 G. Alformis. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Alformis, had its helium-3 refueling stations destroyed in an attack by Grow Zero, an anti-population terrorist group that wanted no more immigration to Arvuna. A consortium of Arvuna-based corporations are currently rebuilding the stations. Alliance Advisory. Alformis is not considered vital to the stability of the ISOR system. Civilians working on the Helium-3 platform should not expect Alliance military intervention in case of kidnapping or other violence, so that's sad. Orbital distance 10.1 AU, orbital period 32.2 Earth years, radius 67,626 kilometers, day length 8.8 Earth hours. There's a lot of planets in this system, like this tiny one that's super invisible. Shasu is a dwarf planet that is believed to have been ejected from Agnin during a giant impact on another planet-sized body. At the time, Agnin had a magma ocean covering much of its surface and a liquid rock sprayed into space, where it coalesced and cooled for millions of years. The theory is that during its cooling, Shasu first orbited Agnin, but was eventually pulled from that orbit by the gravity wells of other planets, primarily Dranin. Today, Shasu is relatively temperate, with a light hydrogen-helium atmosphere, attracting spacers who use its atmosphere to refuel. Its crust composition is similar to Agnin, evident in its high sulfur content. Orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.7 Earth years, radius 1454 kilometers, day length 37.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.34 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 23 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. Agnin. A hothouse planet, Agnin's scorching clouds of methane and sulfur dioxide give the planet a pale green color and visible light. The SO2 from volcanic activity rains down a sulfuric acid in the upper atmosphere, but that is boiled away before the liquid ever reaches the surface. Agnin's harsh environment has prevented exploration by anything except probes. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 4834 kilometers. Day length 61.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 86.87 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 684 Celsius, surface gravity 0.5 G. Dranin, a sizable hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant just on the far side of its pale yellow star's frost line. Dranin is known for its spectacular storms. At least 3 persistent observable spots, actually cyclonic and anticyclonic storms, have lasted for over 544 years, significantly longer than Jupiter's Great Red Spot. The largest of these spots, the Ishna, has consistently held a diameter over 3 times that of Earth. Dranin has 44 moons. 2 of them are of special interest to the Citadel Committee on Habitable Worlds. The first, Arvuna, is a life-bearing world that has already been colonized. The second, Al-Lahya, is slowly being transformed into an ammonia-based world for Volus populations. Orbital distance 2.5 AU, orbital period 4 Earth years, radius 72021 kilometers, day length 17.1 Earth hours. Where's the last planet? It's here. Tamgauta, the outermost planet of the ISOR system. Tamgauta is remote and largely unexplored. Its carbon dioxide atmosphere has long since frozen into fields of dry ice. Orbital distance 42.2 AU, orbital period 275.1 Earth years, radius 3,354 kilometers, day length 64.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature -216 Celsius, surface gravity 0.2 G. Okay, and that's that system, as ginormous as it is. We need to fuel up, get back to Balor. Took us a while to explore everything on that system. Nicely done. Ooh, yes. Feels good to fill up our tank after that one. Firewalker, Geth Incursion, and Project Overlord is right there. Well, that's kind of cool. Investigate Geth Incursion. Let's move here to the Prothean Ruin. Triodia, a modestly sized gas giant with an icy core. Triodia's hydrogen and methane atmosphere gives it a bluish color. It has 14 moons named after Asari virtues. That's cute. Alliance Bulletin. Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Orbital distance 4.8 AU, orbital period 10.5 Earth years, radius 27,206 kilometers. Day length 18.7 Earth hours. Care. A dry, desolate planet, Care is temperate, but supports little life above the microscopic level. Its Earth-like temperatures and gravity make it an appealing place to build habitation hideaways, attracting Batarian slavers and criminals who can't afford more luxurious safe houses on other planets. Its forgiving nitrogen-helium atmosphere makes EVAs possible with a minimal amount of equipment. A breathing mask and warm clothing is usually sufficient. Mining and other legitimate activities are few and far between on Care. The planet's crust is largely free of precious metals, instead producing kilometers upon kilometers of dolomitic limestone, calcite, and gypsum. Alliance Bulletin. Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Lots of Geth in this area. Orbital distance 2.2 AU, orbital period 3.3 Earth years, radius 6420 kilometers. Day length 61.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.2 Earth, atmosphere, surface temperature -4 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. Bothros. A rock and ice planet, Bothros is home to a scientific curiosity. Evidence of a primate-like spacefaring civilization was found frozen in its equatorial ice. Ew, interesting! Ranging from melted fragments of metal to preserved remains of the creatures still wearing suits for extravehicular activity. Further exploration revealed that their habitation centers were vaporized by orbital bombardments from railgun-like weapons hitting with a force of approximately 120 kilotons of TNT. Reapers, anyone? Only those that fled or happened to be away from the habitats were preserved in the ice, where they died of asphyxiation. This unknown species did not come from Asteria, but scientific teams are looking for evidence that they visited there. It is difficult to believe they would colonize a frozen rock like Bothros and ignore a lush garden world. Their world of origin is also a mystery. Yeah, most likely because they were trying to escape from the Reapers. Alliance Bulletin. Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic prohibited. Orbital distance 8.5 AU, orbital period 24.8 Earth years, radius 7191 kilometers. Day length 51 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature -142 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.5 G. We've got quite a bit of things to explore here. Tiny.
Anomaly detected.
Gay Hinman. Oh, it's the gay planet. Oh yeah, I forgot about the gay planet. A nearly atmosphereless, tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star. Gay Hinman was the first human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. While a few sites were saved for posterity, Eldfell Ashland Mining successfully lobbied to scout the rest of the planet for Element Zero, and soon was embroiled in a scandal. Mining teams were looting grave sites, searching for Ezo and other treasures, and many got rich off the so-called cemetery business. While EAM officially brought a stop to the looting, its mining teams remain on the planet, prospecting the unclaimed territory, and taking their ore to the Pamiat system for refining. Travel advisory. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists staking claims to Prothean ruins. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring unknown regions of the planet. Population 11,503. Orbital distance 0.83 AU. Orbital period 0.8 Earth years. Radius 2379 kilometers. Day length 0.8 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature 35 Celsius. Habitable zone 108 Celsius. -120 Celsius uninhabitable. Surface Gravity 0.1g. Starship Cyanid?
I have found something.
Surface scans show evidence of a shipwreck meeting Quarian design specifications. Identity of ship unknown. Number of life signs detected in vicinity uncertain. Local wildlife may interfere with accuracy of biological scan. I am doubtful that we're actually gonna find any civilians, any survivors, but we're gonna try. Quarians, eh? I mean, that kind of makes who we're gonna bring with us on this mission pretty obvious, even though I don't think that we're necessarily going to get out of our ship. Explosive of Aaron. We are out of our ship.
A single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
Okay, this wasn't a. I forgot this is a non-Firewalker stage, so we're actually going to be out and about. Commence pilot's record. We managed to escape the Geth's notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Cyanid's engines. But the strain on the whole old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the Sheol system. Our reports show that this isn't extremely likely. We were nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Veil, and we were right to be. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Cyanid has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. The first few hours. The landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we'd need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Gorlat didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. Missing survivors. I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hope to help to build a camp here to survive until the Idina found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together the best I can. We will send out a search party when the day comes. I will find my crew and we'll do whatever it takes to return to the Idina. Oh my goodness. I don't think we were able to get to them in time. Are the Varens hunting them? I wonder what's hunting them. Whoa. Forzan Vas Idena.
The Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Incoming hostiles. Rerouting power to shields.
Ah, the Varen. Yeah.
Training their shields.
Yeah.
Target eliminated.
Yes. Get up. Get away from me.
Enemy dead.
Get out of my face.
Target eliminated.
Yeah, just try and get to me. Oh, I'm supposed to protect the. I have to protect the Quarian. Yeah, that's probably important. Not doing so well with these side quests. Try this again.
The Quarian life signs are stabilized.
I have Metagel.
I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Alright.
Incoming hostiles.
about to nuke these guys.
Deploying combat drone. Eat this.
Yeah, deploy a combat drone.
Automated flight weapon range.
We need as much help as we can get. Shockwave.
Process. Threat neutralized. Ready for next target.
Oh,
Enemy disabled.
not so fast. There we go.
Targeting order process.
Oh.
Shields down.
This is actually not that easy of a quest. They're being so overwhelmed from all sides.
Life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Incoming hostiles. Emergency shields engaged.
Combat drone away.
No, no, no. I'm just gonna put a singularity up next to the thing.
Target contact. Targeting order process.
Threw up another singularity by the Quarian.
Got one.
Target process. Enemy disabled.
Combat drone away. One down.
Enemy disabled.
Nice. I'm glad for that singularity.
Got one.
Targeting order process.
Nice.
To get out of here.
Good.
They've seen us.
Not so fast.
Ready for next target eliminated.